Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sabyra, aka Sabythesimmer. I hope you're doing well this Tuesday. So, I've got another speed build for you. I haven't been able to film the Family Dynamics challenge, so we are doing a speed build. I finished this up yesterday. I started it, I don't even know when I started it, but I started it recently and then just wasn't sure how to finish it or how to like decorate it, so I just went in and finished it yesterday. And I'm actually happy with the way it turned out. I realized I don't clutter up my homes as much as I thought I did. Like, I'm just like, this is very minimal considering I do like clutter. But like, I like clutter in The Sims, but I like it to just make sense. And I felt like a single sim is living here, so it doesn't make much sense to have like a huge amount of clutter. And like, when I think of clutter, I think of like a lived-in home, and I would imagine that this is a new-ish apartment. And yeah, I just reckon he doesn't have a lot of clutter. So I made this in mind. I made a sim and I was like, oh, I really should not be thirsting over pixels, but I thought he was really cute, so I decided to make him an apartment. And it might be an unpopular opinion, a popular opinion, I don't know, but I much prefer these apartments to the Samai Shuno ones. I love the world of Samai Shuno, don't get me wrong, but the apartments, one, the walls are so tall and it just throws me off, and they're normally like really big and it just throws me off. I don't know how to figure out a floor plan because the windows are just in weird places. It's just a struggle for me to work with apartments. So this was like so easy to do because I pretty much like stuck to what the floor plan was already like and then just like moved things around however I wanted to. I knew I wanted to include a studio because the sim that I had in mind when I made this apartment was like a recording artist, a singer-songwriter. They're really trying to come up in the entertainment space. So I felt like this kind of fit the vibe. Like, it's a very kind of minimal. I went with like a lot of blacks, white, and like this beautiful shade of brown. I mean, shade of brown, shade of wood. Well, like, yeah, the brown shade of wood. But I just loved it, and I just had so much fun using items that I don't typically always use. I don't always use the spa day counters, especially in kitchens. I've definitely used them in a bathroom or two before, but I've never used them in the kitchen. But I just felt like it looked really sleek and modern, and like was probably one of the reasons like why he wanted this space in the first place, because it just kind of fit the vibe of it being sleek and modern. I can imagine he's a bit of a bachelor, probably has a few women around, probably not safe like as an artist. Like, even if you're not like super big artist, I can't imagine it's that safe to have like groupies or anything like that around your actual home. That could be kind of scary. But it's The Sims, so it doesn't have to make that much sense. I really wanted to use these dining chairs from Hey Harry, I believe. She did that for like the anniversary. Really wanted to use them, but I just couldn't find a swatch that matched. Ended up just going with the Dream Home Decorator. I used a lot of Dream Home Decorator, a lot of Eco Lifestyle, because I just, yeah, it was a good choice. When I did that poll, I probably should have just listened to everyone and just gone for Eco Lifestyle instead of getting Get Together as well, because I haven't used Get Together that much, and I don't think I've used it that much in this build. I could be wrong, I could be totally wrong, but I definitely use a lot of Dream Home Decorator and Parenthood and Eco Lifestyle. I really wanted to make this sofa work, I really did. This base game sofa needs so many more swatches. I loved the sofa, but we just need more swatches. I'm really hoping that when they go in and hopefully do another like base game update of swatches and things, that sofa gets a good old update of some swatches. I really hope so. I wanted to make it work. For this apartment, nah. So I just went with the tiny living one because I'm kind of obsessed with tiny living stuff. It's just, yeah, it's so useful, so pretty. I love the swatches on them, even the brighter swatches as well. They're really cute. And yeah, that's the vibe I went with for the living space. And I pulled out a bunch of rugs to try and figure out which ones I like the most. Did not expect the one that I like the most to be from Movie Hangout. Did not expect that at all. I don't imagine there's a lot of Movie Hangout in this home, so I just used it for one rug. My bad. But I just really liked how it kind of contrasted. It was a bit more of a pattern. It brings in some of the black from the different elements in the home. So I just felt like it worked. And I did want to add in like some colour somewhere. I just wasn't sure where. And I thought I'll do it on the walls or maybe add a pattern. I wasn't sure which pattern to use. So I ended up using just like a really nice like dark blue wallpaper. And I think it really looks good, and I wish I would have probably like added in pattern on the wall. Like, I really wish I did, but I just couldn't figure out what I liked and what I didn't like at the time, so I just left it as like white walls with the blue accent and like a backsplash of like white tile for the kitchen area. But yeah, I do kind of wish that I went in and experimented a bit more with some patterns and stuff. But in the end, I was so happy with the way it turned out. I really loved how the studio feels. I changed the lights to make it a bit more like moody with like the pinks and the blues. And I just love the way it feels. It doesn't, I wish it could function like a studio in that sense of like I would have made like an actual like booth, but I just felt like in a home, would you have an entire booth, or would you just kind of have a room that was essentially soundproof? So yeah, that's what I went with. And I was like, this is an apartment as well. Like, I doubt it's like he's bought it. I'm assuming he's just renting. So there's not so much that you can really do with this space without, you know, having to upset the landlord or whoever runs this. I wonder who owns these apartments, because I know in San Marino, isn't there a land grab apartments or something like that? Like, do the land grabs own everything? Who knows? I could be wrong. They could own, I mean, they could not own this apartments, but who knows? But yeah, I really did enjoy actually using it. Oh, I did use Get Together. I totally forgot I used the wardrobe. Yeah, that's I can't lie. Get Together, one of the reasons why I wanted it was for the wardrobes, and also when I watched Seven Bumpkin, he uses it a lot and he says it's great for build and buy. So I thought, well, might as well. But yeah, I think I might be treating myself the next sale, possibly the one after that, because I did go a bit crazy, I guess. So, and I don't know what I would want next as well, so I'm just gonna wait it out. I feel like these were packs that have been on my wish list for a while, so I've just been trying to get them and use them as well. I haven't built a cafe yet, but I was in a stream, Mahogany Sims' stream, and was like, what should I build? And some people suggested what I could build, and someone suggested a cafe, and I was like, okay, or a coffee shop. So I got a picture and I was like, oh, that inspired me a bit, so I'm gonna try and do it. But it's a bit hard because I never really do a lot of community lots. I feel like I do a lot more residential lots than I do community lots, so it's kind of hard sometimes. It is. It really is. I feel like I really struggle to like get everything done. I haven't been able to film family dynamics. I'm not happy with the second part of my like build in real time for Mary's cottage. I'm not happy with that one, so I'm gonna have to edit it and see if I'm happy with it, or if I'm just gonna have to refilm it, which is gonna be a pain in the bum, but it's just something you gotta do. And I also gotta film like a building tips video, but I know I'm gonna break it up into parts, so like roofing will be separate. When I refilmed it, I'm gonna have to refilm it again because I wasn't happy with it. The story of my life. But when I refilmed it, I was like, maybe we can fit in roofings, floor plans, and like stair placements into one video, because that's what I ended up doing. And I was like, I guess it works to do it that way. And then like the next one, we can do like landscaping and like how to make homes look a bit more interesting and things like that, with like exterior decorations and things. And I think that's how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna see. It's really hard to do like videos of like, this is how you do this and this is how you do that, because I'm just aware that a lot of the time I'm kind of either self-taught or I've just like googled something or YouTube something and figured it out that way. But it's kind of weird to like be in a position of like helping people. I don't know why, it always feels so weird when I'm in a position where I can like help people, because I'm just like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Like I still feel like a noob when it comes to The Sims 4, and especially then when it comes to building as well. I do want to eventually try like using a keyboard and a mouse. I tried it, but it was just difficult to get used to on the console, so I'm going to retry it and see if I can get the hang of it a bit more, like do a bit more practice with it, and then maybe that will improve how I build and how I do certain things. Because I was building on my laptop the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I need this Alt key, like I need it. Like there's so many times I've put down a chair and I don't like the rigid angle that it's at, and I want to just like place it a bit more freely, and I'm like, if I just plugged in a keyboard I could do it, but it just feels like stress to me to like relearn it on a bigger screen and like with a separate keyboard and a separate mouse, whereas on my laptop it's all kind of together. I think I've said that before, but it just, I don't know, it's easier on the laptop than it is on like separate keyboard, separate mouse. I don't know. But oh yeah, guys, during my streams now, I can what am I saying? I can now play music whilst I'm streaming, which is so much fun, because when I'm building and doing things in The Sims, I love to play music. I love to listen to music. Do let me know in the comments, like if you build in The Sims 4, what do you listen to when you're building? Do you just like listen to the sound that comes from the building music, like The Sims building music? Do you listen to like your favorite playlist? Do you have something playing in the background? Like, do you watch something in the background? For me, I feel like I can watch things in the background, but sometimes I just prefer music, or sometimes it is just silent, which is kind of weird. But it is kind of just silent. But yeah, I realized that I love starting a legacy, but once it gets like second gen, I'm like, not interested anymore. Does anyone else feel like that? Like, you start a legacy, the first generation, you get so excited about them, and then you get to second gen and you're like, don't really care enough, you know? Like, I need to be a bit more invested in my Sims. But it's kind of hard sometimes. Like, I'm a bit like, oh, they don't do much, they're not that different, they don't have that much of a personality. So it's kind of hard to like fully immerse myself into the game and have like favorite Sims and things like that. But yeah, maybe one day I'll do like another current household. I haven't done a current household for the Garcia household, and like so much has happened. Willow has had 2 children. She has broken off her engagement. She is now married to someone else, and that the guy that she's married to has a child as well. So she's like essentially a stepmom. So she's got like 2 children of her own and then a stepchild, and she's like moved in with him because they've married. And like, I can't lie, when it gets to that point, it gets a bit boring because I'm a bit like, okay, they have money, they have a good life, but I have to remember, okay, I've played Willow in her storyline, now it's second generation, and she has 2 boys, so I think I'm gonna just have the heir be the first son. So maybe I'll do a current household and we can get into him and what he's going to be doing, because I just don't know what he'll be doing. I really don't know. I'm pretty sure he's a teen at the moment, so it's just a matter of like building up skills and things like that, getting ready for when he's a young adult and potentially he'll go to uni. I can't even remember if I want him to go to uni. I can't even remember what skills and things or interests he has. I honestly don't remember. I really need like upgraded teens and like fun things for teens to do. And I tried to build like a teen hangout, but I don't know what lot type to use, because if you use generic, it doesn't work that well. And I tried to use the community one from Eco Lifestyle, and I haven't played with it yet, so I don't know if that would work out really well. But do let me know if you've ever made like a teen hangout spot. What lot do you use? Do you use like a park or something, or a cafe? I don't know. Let me know in the comments so I can do one, because I feel like my teens need stuff to do, and so do toddlers and children. But children I often just take to the park with their friends. But when it comes to toddlers, like, I don't know what they can do. They can't do much, can they? Yeah, they can't really do much. But I find it so cute when they get toddlers to go meet other toddlers. It's just so cute. Again, I feel like I haven't spoken a lot about this actual build. But this is the music studio. I just felt like it made sense to have like bottles and drinks in there. Like, I can imagine if he has like music friends or like producer friends and things like that would come over in the studio and hang out. I wanted to put a little chair in here, but it is a bit of a tight squeeze. Like, it's just a long room. It's not like a loads of space. So it was a bit difficult to try and fit in any extras in there. But everything functions well. It is a bit awkward because when he sings, he's literally just facing the corner of the room. So feel free to like change the microphone area around. Oh yeah, and I nearly forgot to mention, I've added platforms into this, but when you upload it to the gallery, you can't have platforms. And also there's where the doors are, there is like no wall basically. The only way you can upload apartments to the gallery is if you upload it as a room, so you have to like remove all the connecting walls so that it can be an actual one room. So when you place this lot down, I have put a platform, as you can see, and I've literally just raised up all the rooms that will be on the platform. So the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, the studio, and the little kind of like entryway in between the bedroom and the studio. That is all on the platform. And when you download as well, there will be the missing wall where the doors are, and I think there might be some doors missing, because when I went back in to like play test it and things, I realized that there was a door missing. So just put a door back in. I'm pretty sure it was where the bedroom was, I think the door went missing, but you'll tell anyway when you download it and realize that your sim can't get into the bedroom. You'll know why you need a door. But yeah, I totally forgot that that's how it works with apartments, and I was like, why can't I upload this? And then I was like, oh yeah, I have to upload it as a room. I don't know how they're gonna sort that out so that we can actually upload apartments as like a apartment and not like a room. But yeah, this is the nice blue that I went with. I really wish I was a bit more experimental and like use some fun colors and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I didn't want it to be super masculine and like stereotypical, but I also felt like I don't think he would want it to be too busy anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure like the most amount of time he spends here is like when he's recording music or he's just at home having a chill day. I did put him in the entertainment career, so I can imagine like he spends a lot of time at work and then evenings and then during the days at home, or maybe he's like busking or like doing some gigs and stuff. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted it to like feel like he could live in there and it not feel like it's just a random apartment he's bought, but kind of like for him, but also not too personal, I guess. I don't know. I just felt like it worked for me anyway. I liked the way it turned out, and I ended up using the, what do you call it? Is that my Shuno wallpaper in the studio with like the black swatch. That was fun. And I added that graffiti. I really like the way the graffiti looked on the wall. Like I think it looks so cool. And when you change those walls, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention he's got a little like walk-in closet essentially. So you have your big walk-in wardrobe essentially, and then you have two mirrors, two of the spa day mirrors with the lights around it on the wall, and I've also put the laundry basket there because I didn't know where else to put it, to be honest. The laundry is in the bathroom with the toilet. I was gonna put a door, but I was like, that just feels like so much routing problems, so I just did an archway so that your Sims could like easily just go toilet and not have to think too much about it. But we are coming to the end of the video. But if you do want this build, it is up in the gallery, and my gallery ID is Sabythesimmer. You just have to remember to add the walls back and possibly a door. It probably went missing. Also, these shelves go missing as well, which is so annoying. Once you go into live mode, it will be in your inventory. I'm so sorry about that, guys, but Dream Home Decorator is a bit of a mess when it comes to the shelves. Everything disappears. But anyway, I thought you guys might want to see the floor plan, so here it is. I shall see you on Thursday for a new video. Take care. Bye.